of Business Breakthroughs on the Laws of Life webcast network. And our host of tonight's show is Bamal Shah, the CEO and founder of Raj Parth Achievers. How are you tonight, Bamal?
Awesome. Blanca, thank you for having me here. Awesome to talk about today's topic.
It is always a pleasure. And I am Blanca, the founder of the Laws of Life platform. And this is a show that I always look forward to co hosting with you every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. So, what's news tonight? What's the business breakthrough we'll be focusing on?
So, we probably have heard this SaaS business model, and many people think that SaaS stands service as a subscription or software as a subscription. Microsoft has adapted it, Google has adapted it. Almost every company is transitioning to that type of a business model, right? And they got away with their products, that software that you have to buy and update, and it's only online now. And there's a reason behind it. Now, most people think that that business model only applies to technology companies, and that is absolutely not the case. Everybody can adapt that model, and you can start with very little, and package your knowledge, digitize it, and offer as a service, as a subscription. So people used to call it software as a subscription. Now I say it's service as a subscription, and you can build that business model yourself. Every entrepreneur can actually build that model by themselves.
Okay, that's fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. Service as a subscription. So it doesn't matter what you do, weight loss, life coaching. So what are your recommendations on how to get started on service as a subscription?
So the first thing is you have to create a platform which allows people to subscribe. Okay. So I have created an example. I have created a platform called the Pioneers Community. So Pioneers Community has three different membership levels, subscription levels, where you're the learning pioneer, the growing pioneer, or the scaling pioneer. Now there is a process of how you get into the community. So the first thing is, I had the whole book series, the Pioneer book, for $1. And right now it's still going for $1. It's still the number one new release on Amazon. And if they get it, the first Pioneer Club meeting is on Monday, the February 7th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you would meet pioneers from around the world. So it's a great opportunity for you to join the club, buy the book, join the club, and then become part of the community, where you're connecting with other pioneers in the world. So similarly, every entrepreneur can actually start there. So I believe every entrepreneur has something to say, right? You have something to say, you have a lot of things to say. So let's say you put your knowledge in a book, you put what you have to say in a book, and you offer that book, as a giveaway, to someone, or even to say, hey, just it's only this much, you buy it and you can join, and there's a club and there's an invite, you bring people in, you build a community, and then from the tribe build a cohort, a community of people in their business. So that's everybody can do this. So let's say talk about a health and fitness company. So a health and fitness company, let's say, had different digitized ways or videos of how they train fitness, right? And maybe let's say they did some illustrative book on 7 best exercises to do in 20 minutes flat, or 7 best ways to, or 7 fitness tricks to get your body up and upbeat in 15. So if they're targeting, so it also depends on who your audience is. So if their audience is entrepreneurs, they want fast exercise because they're busy day, they want to see something that works. So that could be a good book to write, and then you invite them, hey, you got this, here's some courses, some videos, some things for you to subscribe to. And if you do this every month, you get access to this, you get to come to our fitness center. So you lead into what you actually want. Instead of trying to convince to go for the biggest thing, you start small and lead them way up, to what you have to offer.
What about the people that are scared about how they're going to build? How are they going to attract people to their platform?
So first of all, to attract people to the platform, you need to have platform. like a train station, right? What is a platform? Many people ask, what's a platform? Why is my business has to be a platform? Why do I have to build a platform? So consider, if you want to attract a lot of people, if you want to have a lot of traffic, a lot of trains have to come and go, right? There is schedules, right? And there's a platform that people come out and people hop in, and there is things that happen. So if you want to invite a herd of people, like instead of just one person coming to your office, which is a station or a bus stop, you have a platform where a train full of people come to you, right? So if you build a platform, you need to have a train. Train is your message that goes to different people and brings them to your platform. So what is a train? You have a club, you have a community, and from that you bring them to your platform. Your platform, they go to the right place and they come to the right place to learn. So that is a platform. So first thing is, you have to visualize. Imagination is more powerful than knowledge. So first you have to imagine this platform, you have to imagine all of this and structure it and build a blueprint. Now, if you don't know how, we can train you how. We can build a platform soup to nuts. I know exactly the questions that we need to ask you to make it, build your imagination into a platform. And once we have that platform, now we have to find a systematic way to bring people to that platform.
What do you think it is that holds people back from starting the process?
So the first thing is in their mindset, like, okay, this is going to be a lot of work. Now, there's a good old saying: an opportunity knocks on everyone's door, but guess what? It's dressed in overalls, and it's a lot of work. So when people see, opportunity, they feel like, oh, this is too much work. I'll just have referrals. I have my friend, give me a call, so I'll just continue to just do, have my friends and go to the meetings, spend 3 hours talking, and maybe get one referral. Okay, maybe get nothing, and you continue to do that, but you spend so much of your time and you undervalue your time. So now, in order for you to make that next step, there needs to be a shift in your mindset. Many people see, the only thing I can make money with is my time, and that's not true. If you package your knowledge, you can make money with your knowledge.
That's really the name of the game with the service as a subscription, is you have to really, like you said, use your imagination to package your wisdom, your laws of whatever your niche are. And one of the ways you can do that is also by a show just like this, by doing a live stream and by
Exactly.
distributing your wisdom, because this show is a brand credential that establishes you as an expert and gives people an opportunity. And look, there's so many people checking in from
So,
the
Johnny, yes, absolutely. So to spread the message, talk to the people, put it on Facebook, put it on your chat, put it on WhatsApp, wherever you talk, wherever you have an opportunity to meet people, spread the message about the Pioneer Group. All they have to do is buy the book, and they're in the Pioneer Group, and they connect with pioneers worldwide. Now, there is not such a concept anywhere in the world where you can connect with folks around the world for just a buck. you know th-
That's what I call the power of a buck. That's amazing. So yeah, just spread that link. I know, Johnny, thank you so much for watching and for buying Bamal's book last week during the airing of this show.
and thank you for the and thank you for the appreciation. And he said that he's almost got $10,000 worth of value just from the book.
Yes, he did.
So
He said that at the summit today. And that's what the what community is about, is you have to combine community with the building and development of your platform. And that's why we're so grateful for you to be a part of the show tonight. And we got Mark Siegel in the house. He says, long time no see. And he makes a very good point. Never stop giving up on the imagination and the vision. So, and there's another comment from Johnny: amazing content. And yeah, it's true. You really do have to use your imagination and use the vision. And if you need help finding your vision, there's,
and imagination will help you. Actually, I have a 7-step process that I can share about how to improve and build your imagination. So first thing is about imagination. Not just imagine, but ask the question, what would happen when, fill in the blank. Okay, what would happen when. So when is an ideal result that you could deliver. Okay, what would happen? And just imagine, just what would the world be like when this happens? And now go backwards from that when and see what you need to do, build. And that would be number one. Number two is using technology. Technology has transformed the world, and technology can transform you. So what technology you're not using? I have yet to come with the fact and come a bridge with the fact that how many people still don't know about a CRM. I mean, you need a customer relationship management system. Okay, if you have contacts, if you have 100, 200, 1,000, book a contest. I've seen people still using Excel sheets and Google sheets and putting data and trying to search for data, and they have one big Google sheet with 686 columns.
I couldn't agree more. A CRM is 100% key. And Joey Lewis and I in the Laws of Life group have a course on Go High Level, which is our choice of CRM right now. So we also offer our free digital class Wednesday nights at 5. Now, with respect to you as a business coach, what is your preference on CRM?
So
Do
I
you
personally, I personally use Keep because it gives me marketing, it gives me CRM, it gives me e-commerce, it gives me all the platforms in one, and it's been very good. If anybody wants to use that, that's a great. Now there are many CRMs that work for you. So first of all, when it comes to technology, I even have a tool called the Technology Evaluator, and if somebody scans the QR code, they will be able to access the code. The tool called the technology. So when it comes to technology, don't try to see what's out there and try to fit in to what you need. First, imagine what you need, what you want, and then go out and see what fits your need. Okay.
Wow.
So people go out the reverse way. Let me go to XYZ platform and see what he has and see if it fits, or maybe because you don't know what you don't know. That's why you start with your imagination, and maybe what you have already works. Maybe like I had companies who had built a trend launchpad and things, and we just made a little tweaks here and there, and they didn't need to buy any new software. They didn't need to do anything new. Okay, so sometimes maybe the gold is in your own backyard. The gold is already there in your own business, and you
Mark
don't need.
Mark has a question. What are your thoughts on Salesforce?
Absolutely wonderful tool, but it has a ton of options, a ton of features, a ton of benefits. Here's where people can get overwhelmed, which means that, okay, I'm paying for Salesforce, but I'm only using 1% of what I'm paying for, because I'm only using one aspect of it, and that can bring them down, and that can bring them. Why am I paying so much when I'm only using this? It could be something else. So what you have to do, that's why imagination is so paramount. So when it comes to Salesforce, you have to write down what exactly do I want to achieve from my CRM. What exactly I want to see accomplished. So if you're using Salesforce, and if all you want to do is manage your contacts, all you want to do is say, I want to be able to manage my contacts. There's plenty of other resources that could do that, like Zoho can do that. Okay, and there's other platforms that can do that as well, and there are cheaper platforms that can do that as well. Now if all you want to do is just send emails, okay, Constant Contact, Mailchimp, things would do that for $9 or $10, and you don't have to subscribe to Salesforce for a couple $100 or something like that. So that is something that you think about.
That's true. You know, sometimes it's good to start small and then grow into the right platform. But if you're struggling and you want to find out what is the best technology tool, scan the QR code. Bamal is a fountain of multiple tools that will help you in a variety of ways. And you want to become a pioneer. You want to buy his book on Amazon, Becoming a Pioneer, and also check out his website by scanning the QR code. I honestly can't even believe. Oh, Mark just started setting up Mailchimp. Yeah, Mailchimp's a great place to start and get those emails going. And it has some good add-on features on it. It actually has an automated designer in it to really. You can actually click
Absolutely.
automate.
So the one thing that Mailchimp doesn't do, which if you should be aware of that, is that it won't build a sequence. So it won't build a flow chart. So if you're looking to build a flow chart of emails where, what is a flow chart, what is a sequence, it's set it and forget it. Meaning that, you build something and it could be good for a full year and you don't have to touch it. So and these are again platforms. Medium asked a question, what do you think about MailerLite? So these are again questions you have to ask yourself, what do you really want? So if you want sequencing, that both of these platforms won't do. Now the advantage of sequencing, Keep does sequencing very well. You actually build a flow chart. HubSpot does it very well too. So if you actually say, okay, if you click this email, if you click this link, you will get that. You will go into this opt-in, you will go into that landing page, you will go into here. So you can actually build a complete flow chart that could last for a full year.
Yeah, that's amazing. And there are so many questions that Bamal is helping us answer every week with the laws of business breakthroughs. He's my business coach. He's a national business expert. He's the author of Becoming a Pioneer, which is
And
now
there's
a
13 books, so there's 14 books coming out.
14 books. So there's a lot of wisdom to learn. Become a pioneer for $1, the power of a buck, just by buying Bamal's book, Becoming a Pioneer. You can come into the Pioneer Club and you can start attending meetings with the pioneers. The first one is next Monday at 6 o'clock. It's on the Laws of Life calendar. Be there. Bamal also attends the weekly summit. He does his show here on the Laws of Life Network every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock, and he's also living what he's advising, which is membership service as a subscription. And the Laws of Life marketing company built his membership platform. So
Absolutely. Thank you, Blanca. It wouldn't have been possible. Your team was awesome. So thank you for making one of my imaginations come true.
you're welcome. Well, you know what? It takes a team, and a lot of my
Absolutely.
accomplishments, many of them, are attributable to the work we've done together. So let's keep collaborating. Everyone, buy Bamal's book, Becoming a Pioneer, on Amazon. Join his Pioneer Club. That's all it takes, the power of a buck. And let's keep connecting. This was a really amazing episode tonight. I'm so grateful for Johnny and Mark and Miriam all chiming in, asking amazing questions. And we thank you for watching, and we will see you very soon. Thank you, Bamal, for all your wisdom.
Thank you. Thank you, Blanca. Thank you very much.